Well, now I'm having the opposite problem from yesterday, where Twitch is not starting up. Oh, never mind. Never mind, we're live on Twitch. Cool. Well, I am gonna start off this stream with an apology to anybody watching this video, or if you somehow stumbled into the stream this quickly. First of all, thank you if you stumbled into the stream this quickly. That is on point right there. Second of all, I need to make an apology. I did say that I was going to stream at the same time that I streamed yesterday, but things just didn't work out. I got held up at work for quite a while. Actually worked another 2 hours later than what I was scheduled, which is basically 2 hours after when I planned to do this stream. So at that point, I already wasn't going to hit the right time to do the stream. So when I got home, I ate some food and watched a little bit of TV, and now I'm streaming now. So that's just how things go sometimes. I am going to send out a little tweet to let people know I'm about to do a draft, if there's anybody on Twitter, and then we'll just jump into it. But yeah, we're going to give everybody a second to show up if anybody's interested, before I just hop into everything here. Alright. Bam. It is sent out there. So we are ready. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and play just like a casual game before I hop in. And then we'll get this thing going. What kind of... I just want to play trash right now. Let's play our Hexproof deck again. That deck is fun. Saffron and Olive makes some enjoyable nonsense. He really does. Alright. I think I gotta turn the desktop audio down a little bit so you guys can hear me. It looks like the audio is a little different. I messed with the headset a little bit. I think it sounds a little bit better, just mildly better, not anything crazy. Turn 1 Llanowar Elves, man, am I gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that when we hit Eldraine. I think we pass here. We're playing against a Sultai deck. Incubation Druid looking really good, with 3 colors to choose from. Okay. Well, probably shouldn't have kept this hand. I don't really have anything good to throw these prodigious growths onto. But I had the ramp, the season of growth, and the potential removal. Just missing that one piece, which is a chunky creature. Yep, I'm going to be doing one last draft of M20. I went ahead and got the gold for it, just from grinding out that last daily quest. So I have 5,000 gold to do one more ranked draft of M20 before Eldraine tomorrow. Which wasn't the plan for today. The plan was for me to actually get off work on time and stream, you know, many hours ago. But by the time I got off work, they already took Momir off. So I guess it's not Momir today. So we'll just do one last M20 draft. Which is fine. It's some practice, sort of, for Eldraine tomorrow, since it'll be mostly sealed. I'll be playing tomorrow, so it'll be another limited format. Really love to see a couple Risen Reefs come up for it. That would be nice. Make a nice little Elementals deck and draft. Could be pretty sick. Yeah, Risen Reef. I don't know which I like more. There's some very, very strong uncommons in that set. Chandra and Risen Reef are probably my two favorites. But, yeah, there's some ridiculous uncommons you could potentially get multiple copies of for draft.
The past is never forgotten.
I'm getting hosed in this random game. I am getting hosed in this casual game. I still don't have anything to throw these growths onto. I think it might be time to boot up the draft. Because this game is going nowhere. Just gonna get slammed. They stole my season of growth, man. Like, how are you gonna be that cruel? Yeah, we just drew another Llanowar Elves. I mean, I can make a 7/7 Llanowar Elves, but then it's very likely that they just Blood for Bones their Agent of Treachery, and then they just start stealing my Llanowar Elves that have prodigious growths on them. Man. When you play mono green hexproof and then you don't draw any hexproof, that was definitely a mulligan at the start. Either way, let's just get into the draft here. Let's do what we came for. I think Risen Reef is your favorite, especially if you get some beefy things to ramp into. Yeah, there's definitely some high mana cost cards for some ramp decks in the format too. Well, this is an interesting pack. Got a lot of powerful cards here. Got a Lockset on Life Chanter, which is kind of a lot of mana, but the card's like terrifying. Because if you get this out, it's very likely that the 6 mana ability on it will make it like at least like a 10/10. Like if you're losing the game to the point where you have like 6 life left, it still can be like a beefy dude. And 6 life is the lowest your life could possibly be after you cast this. Like that plus X could be really good. Yeah, Empyrean Eagle is great. The only problem with Empyrean Eagle here is it is taking a gold card as your first pick. So we'd have to be able to pick up a lot of good white and blue cards getting passed to us. So it's more likely for us to get cut from that than we would getting cut from just like a single colored card. Because this we need both blue and white cards to make it good. Chandra's Outrage is probably the safest pick here. Like just instant speed removal in one color is really nice. Audacious Thief is really powerful with a lot of removal or tap spells to back him up. Bone Splinters is good with a bunch of Sanitarium Skeletons, and Reduced to Ashes. When there's a Chandra's Outrage in the pack, you can't really take Reduced to Ashes, because it's only 1 less damage for 1 less mana and instant speed, so I think Chandra's Outrage is almost always better. But Reduced to Ashes is easier to splash, because Outrage costs double red. There's a lot of really good cards here, like Reduced to Ashes, Chandra's Outrage, Audacious Thief, Eagle, and Life Chanter. Hey, what's up, Pessimistic Corn? It is my first Twitch subscriber. How's it going? A 5-pick method is decent for M20 though. What is a 5-pick method? What is a 5-pick method? I don't really know any of the crazy like strategies people write articles about or something. I've watched like a couple episodes of Limited Resources just at random, and I just have been drafting for years. I haven't actually like read any really in-depth drafting strategy type stuff. What is a 5-pick method? Is that just like taking a card and hanging on for dear life for 5 picks? And then if it doesn't work out within the 5th pick, that's when you switch colors? First 5 picks, just take the highest power level regardless of color, then see where you end up by pick 6. That's interesting. That is an interesting strat. The chat is in agreement. Eagle is a good pick. So I guess we're going to go with Eagle. I'm fine with that, like, I'm fine with any of the cards I mentioned. I'm really not as picky as I should be with draft. So, I mean, rewarded, I feel like. Like, am I missing something here? I think you just take Warden of Evos Isle. Just, we're going blue-white flying. That's the idea. There's other good cards in here, sure. There's Gorging Vulture, Reduced to Ashes. Those are my favorites outside of Warden. Fenlurker's good. Bows can be good. I'm just going to take Warden. Wow! What? I mean, you gotta do it to him. You gotta do it to him. Alright, this is an interesting pick here. We actually have a few choices here in this one. So, we have Frost Lynx, which is a card I really, really love, but we already have three mana cards. And if we're going blue-white flyers, it's not like we really need to tap down our opponent's blockers too often. This would be a lot more for staving off our opponent's attackers. We've also got Unsummon, which is pretty similar, but it's also really cheap at instant speed. And we've got Squad Captain, which can come out as just a really thick card later in the game if you've got a decent amount of creatures out. The Flying Dream, yeah, that is the start here. What do you all think? I really like the kitty. I think I would just take the kitty here and have nothing but 3 mana cards in this deck so far. But Unsummon is certainly powerful, and Squad Captain is viable, at the very least. Smuggler just in case? I mean, if we were like 100% all in on the 5-pick method, Smuggler is probably the strongest card in this pack. But Frostlings is a very close second, and it's in our colors of what we've picked so far. Cat is a good pick. Lynx is great. Yeah, that's cool. I'm glad the chat could agree with the card that I like. Take the kitty. Take the kitty. Dawning Angel here. Dawning Angel is the card with flying. Gains you a bunch of life if your opponent's been beating you up early. And it has a lot of colorless mana. Its mana cost to get reduced by Warden of Evos. So like it's a good combo with Warden for sure. That's a card you definitely want to get cheapened. There's also Audacious Thief in here. If we wanted to try to swerve into blue-black, Audacious Thief is really strong. I don't really feel like swerving though. I think Dawning Angel and just sticking with what we got is good. Aerial Assault is fine removal if you have a bunch of flyers. Without getting any like incremental life gain advantage out of this card, sometimes it's pretty just meh. But I think like we have 4 flyers right now, so we're definitely gaining some life off this and killing something. Seems fine. It's the only thing in our colors, and nothing in the other colors is insanely powerful. Chandra's Embercat can be pretty good in an Elementally deck, but I think we're pretty unlikely to... Well, we could end up having to go like red-blue elementals, which Frostlynx and Chandra's Embercat would both fit into that really easily. Probably just going to go Aerial Assault. That's true, we're also cutting Azorius hard. I don't know, I've gotten a lot more down on signals and bot drafts. Because like when I first did drafts on here, like a bunch of ranked drafts on here, I was always trying to send a lot of signals. But then I just realized at some point the bots are just complete morons half the time. And you have no idea what's going to happen. Like, I feel like I've had drafts before where I'm, like, passing nothing in certain colors, but it's like, well, I guess the bot just happened to open, like, a mythic rare planeswalker in that color, and there was nothing I could do to get them to stop drafting it. Miscreant just a hedge? Ah. Every single time I have tried casting Miscreants, like, the card has just been awful. And I've had a deck with 4 Fairy Miscreants and a Pattern Marcher, and it sucked. So, I don't know. I am not a huge fan of that card, but I see a lot of people running it, and sometimes it has put in good work against me. It can do stuff. Like, at the same time, we're not missing out on anything. I don't really want to play a Fortress Crab to hold down the ground. And Soulmender, there's like one deck for Soulmender, and that's white-black with multiple copies of the flyer that gets bigger when you gain life. And we're not that, so we're not taking Soulmender. Steadfast Sentry is just mediocre as all heck. This is the best deck for Miscreant? Yeah. I mean, Miscreant with Empyrean Eagle is, like, actually real. Like, if you're in Magical Christmas Land and you have, like, 5 Fairy Miscreants and 2 Empyrean Eagles, that actually seems really impressive. That's pretty unlikely. I'm probably going to want to cut this Fairy Miscreant when we get to the end, unless we've picked up a giant stack of them, but we'll see. This pack looks like all garbage, like hot garbage. Like maybe just Axe. Axe on a flyer doesn't seem that bad. Angelic Gift? Just give our Frostlings flying? I guess it does combo well if we get any like big creatures later. Gift does at least draw a card, even if you just throw it on a flyer. So it replaces itself. It's a cantrip, so there's not a lot of cost to putting this in your deck, because at worst, like, just spend it at some time when you wouldn't be doing anything else anyway, and you just pretend you had a 39 card deck because you just immediately drew whatever's next. Like, yeah, I can see that, just because cantrips make it really easy to play. But I think Marauder's Axe, like, if we do end up with just a bunch of little itty-bitty flyers, Marauder's Axe could speed up the clock a lot. Not a gigantic fan of either of these, but I think I'm personally going to go with the Axe. Anvilrot Raptor's a flyer, but it's like a pretty jank one. Wardens are cute with it, but like if you're going Warden of Evocile into a flyer that's already 4 mana, like it's already what you're going to be doing even if you didn't make it cheaper on turn 4, so it's actually not that much of a combo. And I don't think this thing has, like, incredible stats for its mana. But, on the same time, I don't like Yolk Dox or Sage's Road Denizen. I don't like either of those, so maybe it's just the Anvilrot Raptor. Axe doesn't get 2-for-1'd as much. That's true. It's pretty hard to 2-for-1 someone with equipment. Ox for holding the ground, like, yeah. It works. It, certainly blocks things with up to 3 power. Seems fine to me. None of these cards are cards I want to play, but I'm probably slightly more likely to play Convolute than anything else in here. The odds are really low, but, I mean, it could happen. Maybe we randomly end up Bant. And if we do end up 3 colors, we'll want mana fixing, so just Gift of Paradise here. That's what I'm going to roll with. Wow! That is a signal right there. Wow, bots. You're going to really do me like this? They had to do it. Bots are like, hey... Whatever you're doing, stop. Draft red. Please. Thought Distortion is actually just like stone cold unplayable in draft. Which Zephyr Charge is almost, but not entirely. Hey, we got a big boy to hold down the ground. I probably don't want to play it, but... that seems gas. A signal that the bots are broken. That's a good one, G-Run. That's a good one. Spectral Sailor seems gas. I don't know. Ancestral Blade is also good. Just equipment in general. I'm a fan of equipment with flyers, and this one has a pretty cheap equip cost. We can also just take Temple of Mystery, like it's a Scryland, and it's in blue. Just take a rare. I actually already have 4 copies of this, so that would just be taking 20 gems. That seems bad right now. I think this is definitely Sailor, but I do want to wheel that Ancestral Blade. That could be nice. I like that card a lot. Ooh, Cloudkin Seer? We've also got Evolving Wilds for mana fixing. I'm gonna go Cloud Conceer. Boreal Elemental, the big one. Definitely want some sturdier flyers in here. The one thing that I don't like about Spectral Sailor and Cloud Conceer, like, they both can draw a card, which is super nice, but the one thing I don't like about both of them is that lots of people love playing their stupid little Heart Piercer bows, and so they just die. So it's really nice to have some high toughness ones as well, and Boreal Elemental fits that role really nicely. The Fairy Willing from pack 1 could be okay too, especially if we randomly just picked up this Pattern Marcher, but I don't think I want to pick up Pattern Marcher right now. It could pick up another Warden of Avosile, but I think Boreal Elemental is just a really strong flyer, so I'm going to pick that up. Also combos really well with Warden of Avosile. That is a flyer you would like to make cheaper. Whoa! Alright, I'm going to need opinions on this one. This stack seems loaded to me. But I could be wrong. What do you all feel? Are you all... I want to see you all like have an opinion for a just completely different card here. Winged Word seems gas. We have a bunch of flyers. We can probably cast that for 2. That'll give us some card advantage. Straight up, that seems gas. Griffin Protector is also a larger, thicker flyer, which is something we like a lot. And if we end up with a bunch of Fairy Miscreants, that could combo well, because we could play multiple Fairy Miscreants in one turn. There's also Frostlings, which is my favorite kitty. Frostlings is just one of my favorite cards in the set. I don't know why. I've just loved that card ever since it came out. It's kind of ridiculous. Definitely Winged Words. Words is good, and Winged. So, it's Winged Words. Card draw is always the answer, says Pessimistic Corn. Fair enough. Fair enough. There's definitely some gas we can wheel here. Like our worst case scenario on the wheel, I guess we get like a Daybreak Chaplain that's really good at holding down the ground. I don't think main deck Cerulean Drake is the greatest thing in the world, but I've seen it a lot. I don't know if that means... Oh! Disgusting. I don't even need to look at that pack. That was disgusting. Do we just take Inspiring Captain here, or do we take Inspired Charge? Which one of these is better? They're both basically the same thing. We're going to give all our flyers a little boost and try to kill them. Maybe we want the one with a body to chump block on the ground later. Maybe we just want the instant speed one that might kill him out of nowhere. I'm not a... This is another thing. I'm not a gigantic fan of cards like this. Cards like Inspired Charge specifically. Because, like, if it's a worst case scenario situation where you're not... like, very much on the offensive, Inspired Charge can be just terrible. Whereas Inspiring Captain, no matter what, it's at least a 3/3 on the ground. Like, it's a chunky body on the ground. Yeah, Chad is in agreement. Nice. Nice! We can all agree here. Captain has more value. Yeah, that's what I like about it. Like, worst case scenario, it's still a 3/3 on the ground. Inspired Charge is better in that situation where you're doing a gigantic attack in one turn. But Captain gives you that ability, where it helps in that giant attack, while also just being a 3/3 later. Charge is easier as a win con. Pick one, pack one, Eagle was a good choice, I told you. Yeah, you guys really got there with that, that Empyrean Eagle. I like Octoprophet here. I don't feel like the other cards are... really fighting that hard to take its spot. We have nothing at 2 mana, though. Like, nothing. So maybe we just want to anticipate on turn 2? Wow, our curve is bad. Our curve is bad. Our curve is 3 mana. We gotta start thinking about that. That's an actual, like, real thing right now. Anticipate isn't bad. I've definitely played Anticipate a lot of times before. I think Octoprophet overall is better, but Anticipate might be better here because it gives us another thing to play early, which we don't have a lot right now. I like that Octopus so much, though. It's pretty nice. I guess we roll with Anticipate? Raptor's cheaper with the Wardens. That's true, but I think we've already got a decent amount of action in the air. I'm not a major fan of the Raptors stuff. I think it's one of these blue cards. I'm going to roll with the Anticipate. This is a pick I'm really not sure on, but I don't want to sit here like for a century just not taking something, so we'll take Anticipate. Well, we could just devote our turn 2 in every single game to dropping down a Marauder's Axe. I guess that's a thing we could do. I think it's better than these three. Sage's Road Denizen would be awful in this deck because we just have so much at 3 mana already that we don't need a mediocre body at 3. Like, the only thing it's like mildly competing with would be Negate, in my opinion, and I don't tend to run too many counter spells. Do we roll with a squad captain now over a Convolute? We already have a Convolute that we've already delegated to the sideboard, so it's highly unlikely we're playing a second. Squad captain could be a good like late card. Aegis solves the Heart Piercer weakness. That is true. That is true. Marauder's Axe doesn't add anything to toughness. That would be a reason for Aegis, but then it makes us weak. I don't know. There's kind of a trade-off there, because like we're less weak to Heart Piercer Bow, but then we could just get 2-for-1'd by just a regular removal spell. But then again, if they're 2-for-1'ing us by killing like one of our 1 toughness creatures like Cloud Concealer, we've already like drawn a card off of it. And most likely we'll have off of Spectral Sailor. I don't know. I'm going to take Squad Captain here. You've yet to see Squad Captain go off, kind of sad. I haven't ever seen it like go off, but I've played it as a 4/4, and the card is fine as a 4/4. I think I've played it as a 5/5 once. Like, if you're playing this at least a 4/4, the card is good. And anything above that is just value. It's just straight gasoline. Guess I'm going to take Bone Dash. I don't like... I mean, hardcover also solves the issue, but Glaring Aegis is way better in this deck because we're trying to be aggressive rather than get all looty on it. Hey, Daybreak Chaplain, we got something to play at turn 2. We got a card. I'm not going to play Zephyr Charge in a deck that already has like 7 flyers, so Frilled Sea Serpent it is. Oh! Ooh! And we could wheel actual cards? This deck is real. This deck is real so far. I'm taking that Herald. That is our top end, for certain. Oh, wow! Here we go again. Dawning Angel and Boreal Elemental and Cloud Concealer. We're probably not playing Squad Captain at this point. How many cards is this deck? My screen's actually cut off at the very left, which is kind of awkward. Been watching on YouTube for a bit. Do you normally stream too? So I haven't streamed often. The last time that I streamed was yesterday. And then the last time that I streamed before yesterday was the M20 preview event. So I've just been doing a couple practice streams to make sure I'm all ready for the Throne of Eldraine preview event tomorrow. So no, I don't stream often, but I plan to start. I think I'm going to try to stream a few times a week alongside the videos now, because it's been fun, and there's some cool people coming to the streams. I think if I do start streaming very regularly, though, I'm going to do it just on Twitch, because the whole system for streaming on both at the same time has had some problems, and I think it makes there a little bit more delay than usual, whereas if I stream just to Twitch, there's really not a lot of delay at all. Like, when I say something versus when you guys hear that will be faster. So yeah, if I start streaming a lot regularly, I think it's just going to be on Twitch. And I think right now that's the plan. Definitely going to start streaming more often than once every few months like it was before. So yeah, you didn't miss a bunch of streams or anything. It kind of just started up again. So you like Cloudkin Seer here? I do like the card a lot, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just more. Yeah, that's multiple votes for Cloudkin. Maybe I'm just a lot more concerned about mana curve than I should be the way I draft. I don't know. I don't like seeing a gigantic stack. But the thing is, we have to think like Aerial Assault. We're never actually playing that on turn 2, so we could like put that up there. We're playing it as a removal spell up there. So then like the stack isn't as ridiculous. And Winged Words we're probably playing after one of our flyers there. So I guess that's not just the curve. It's like when we're actually casting these cards, and then that looks a lot more reasonable. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Cloudkin here. That seems to be the popular vote. Oh! Ooh, CMB with that versus vote right there. I think there's enough draw Boreal's better. Oh, which reminds me, I put the chat in the wrong place right now. Put the chat in the wrong place, because it's slightly covering the cards. During draft, I'm going to put it over there. That covers a lot less cards. I had the chat at the place for during gameplay. Oops. There's enough draw. Boreal's better. Those Wardens are going to help, and you have 2 already. It's true.
Nice.
Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Ryvoke. Welcome to the streams. This pack looks bad. I don't think I'm actually playing any of the cards in here in my deck. I mean, if I take a third Marauder's Axe, we are just very consistently having Marauder's Axe, but I don't know if that's super valuable. Could also take Anvil Rot. It's probably just one of these two. I don't know. Flip a coin on it. I already have 23 cards in here, and I like most of them. Anvil Rot. I guess. Alright, I'm going with it. Pack seems pretty bad. We don't have a lot of removal, so Vial of Dragonfire is like a maybe? We just have 2 Aerial Assaults? Do we want removal bad enough to pick up a Vial of Dragonfire? Our other options are just like a Moment of Heroism, I guess, or an Inspired Charge, or a Yoked Ox to block stuff on the ground. Raptor is great with axes. That is true. Makes me a little happier about the Raptor choice. So we got 24 cards now, so we actually have to cut something. Oh, I'm going to cut this Fairy Miscreant. I have 1 Miscreant that's never going to draw a card. There we go. Gauntlet is better for cheap wins. That, I mean, you can get 2 for 1, but you can also kill someone out of nowhere. We don't have anything that really combos with it, though. I might consider it if we had a bunch of Griffin Sentinels, the 1/3 Vigilance, but we can throw it on a Fortress Crab. I don't know. Most of the time, that Gauntlet's just going to give, like, +2/+2 in this deck. I'm not sure that's good enough for 3 mana and the potential to get 2 for 1. Sometimes it gives +3/+3, like with Empyrean Eagle and Boreal Elemental. But that's not a lot of the cards. We've actually got multiple with less toughness than power as well with these Cloudkins and Anvil Rot. At the same time, I'm probably not playing anything in here. I'm just going to take the Vial of Dragonfire. I don't know. I'm not feeling super happy about the amount of removal I have right now. Just being 2, but 2 might be enough. But I'm just like, maybe we want that Vial. And like, maybe we want this Weaponsmith to pick up our single Vial. Weaponsmith can cast Anvil Rot Raptor for cheaper too, which is kind of hilarious. We can play Anvil Rot Raptor on turn 3 with this guy if we really want to. That's kind of cute. We can also just take another Raptor to go with our axes. Those are the 2 picks here. Oh, he can activate the abilities of the artifacts too? So he can equip an axe to something. 2 mana for our axes. Yeah, I like Weaponsmith. I don't know, that could be wrong. Gauntlets could also work on Yoke Docks, but yeah, like combos really well with 2 of the cards in our deck, and almost everything else it's just +2/+2. This game's ridiculous. Why is this happening? I'll take a 3rd Warden. I'm just gonna be honest there. I'll take a 3rd Warden. I'm gonna have to cut some cards once we build this deck, but right now I'm not sure what I want to do. Probably no Frilled Sea Serpent, at the very least. Yeah, we got another Warden. That was kind of ridiculous. Got a Squad Captain and a Yoke Docks. Not insanely likely to play either. I've already got a Squad Captain in the sideboard that I'm not playing, so if we really want to play one, we can. Now I guess I take a Stone Golem that I could cast off of Weaponsmith early, but it's probably not going to go in this deck. Here you go. Alright, it's Battalion Foot Soldier or Gauntlets of Light, so we're going to take the Gauntlets of Light for you guys. We're going to take the Gauntlets of Light. We've got double Yoke Docks and a Fortress Crab, so we're taking it. I don't know about playing it right now, but there's nothing else in this pack, so there you go. There you go, Gauntlets of Light fans. We've got it. And we wield the Marauder's Axe, so we've now got triple axe. I don't know if that's actually good, but we have it. Take another Yoke Docks to go with the Gauntlets. This is the last M20 draft that I'm doing for a while, so like, do we want to just ruin this deck and just go all in on stupid strats too? It never makes the cut, let's be honest. That's sad. Yeah, remember when I mentioned living the dream and we're just living the dream here? Imagine if we were a red deck. You can't live the dream much more than getting a pack with 3 cards left and a Goblin Smuggler. Twice. These bots. Whoa, Alright. I mean, quadruple Yoke Docks? Quadruple Yoke Docks Gauntlets? So I heard you liked Yoke Docks. And we got 4. We have 4 to go with our Gauntlets. Oh lord. 3 Wardens and 2 Eagles, though. I mean, yeah, we already just lived the dream for a regular Blue-White Flyers deck, so we should probably stick to that and actually try our best here, because we've got a relatively spicy deck. I don't think we need memes, even though they're cute. So what do we actually cut here, with the deck looking like it is? This is a late game play to kill a scary thing. So we put it there. I think we probably cut some Yoke Docks. Maybe just all the Yoke Docks. Because we have 1/3s at 2 mana to block, which is as good as an 0/4. Play Zephyr Charge to make the Oxen fly so they can be buffed. Yes, if we Zephyr Charge our Oxen while we have an Empyrean Eagle out, we can hit him for 1. And we can also block with a 1/5. That's real spicy. I mean, if we were on the super cheese combo build, we would have all of these in there, and then we could try to make a flying gauntlets of lighted yoke docks. 4 Ox, 1 Golem, 1 Anticipate, in your opinion. I do like the cuteness of Weaponsmith into Stone Golem, but I do think we probably don't need Stone Golem, so I agree on that there. And I already cut the Ox, so I obviously agree on that front. Anticipate as the last cut. Oh, we still need to cut 2 more cards. Oh, you're saying this is a 16 land deck? With Triple Warden, that's actually probably reasonable. Triple Warden and most of our stuff is flying. Do we cut Fortress Crab? We actually maybe cut Fortress Crab. I don't know, that holds the ground really well, though. Keep, like, 1 Ox for aggro decks to slow them down. Oh, they're already gone. They're already gone. We could throw them back in, though. Depends how y'all are feeling. I have drafted this set by myself, not live, more than enough times to state all of my opinions and do all my own plays. I've got tons of videos of this. So I'm kind of just rolling with what the chat is feeling. Because you guys are usually smarter than me. Cut the crab. I could agree to that. That is what I was thinking. Cut one of these, maybe cut the 2/2? Just have the 1/3s at 2? Or do you guys still want to cut the Anticipate? Do we need triple axe? Or can we just do double axe? We're almost ready. We could play 16 lands and not cut anything here. That's the other option. Think you can cut an island? Welcome back, Pessimistic Corn. How is it going? We're on the final cut here. We've got a vote to cut an island. I think that does seem fair, because everything that costs... We have 1 card that costs more than 3 mana that isn't getting cheapened by Warden of Ivosile, which we have 3 copies of. Cut the 2/2 or the Anticipate. Keep the axes, since you have Weaponsmith. Weaponsmith does make them much easier to equip, if I ever get them out there. The flavor win is real, yeah. Moorland I don't know. Moorland Inquisitor is also just great with a Marauder's Axe on it. That's the only thing that makes me feel like maybe we don't cut the 2/2. So that'd be like Anticipate or Island would be the cuts then. I'm gonna go Island. I don't often go less than 17 lands on Arena, so let's go for it. This might be the deck for it. Alright, what art do we need for our flyers? I usually like to just go with the Mirage art. Like, love the super old school art. This is by far the oldest land art on Arena. I think I'm gonna roll with it. Bam. Go with 8 of each of those. Anybody got deck name ideas? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Or it's just gonna be draft deck, like literally every other deck I have in draft. There we go. Do we actually want an even split, just 8-8? I need to check my my stats here. 54% blue, 38% white. And we only have 1 card that costs double white. Is that worth swapping out a plains for an island? Nothing in our deck requires double blue though. Like our mana is really easy in this deck. It's gonna be hard to get mana screwed, and now that I say that I'm just jinxing myself, but like it's gonna be really hard to get color screwed with this deck, it looks like. You wish there were snow lands to use? That would be beautiful. That would be really cool. even if there were snowlands, you can't technically, like, you're not technically allowed to use snowlands in draft. You just got to use basics. And if you're drafting a set with snowlands, you have to draft the snowlands to play them, even though they're technically basic lands. Which opponents could see deck names. Aerial Migration could be a good name. Hey, I mean, it's definitely flavorful. We are kind of migrating formats right now, swapping over to Eldraine in one day. In one day, friendship ended with M20. Eldraine is my new best friend. Yeah, let's go with it. Let's go with it. Let's get into these games. Sky Axes? Alright, now that name right there is a lot less, a lot less, like, poetic. But as to the point, Sky Axes, man. Just throwing axes? Just axes. It's raining axes. They're just everywhere. Very unsubtle. Apt, though. Yeah, that's a lot better way to say what I was trying to say, Ryvoke. It's a good one. Alright, we gotta roll with something. We gotta roll with something, so I'm just gonna type in the next thing that shows up. Because I'm terrible at making decisions, as any of you would know, because you just drafted with me, and I deliberated a lot on some of the easiest picks. So next name that gets it's Raining Axes? Alright. Bam. That's the deck name, no more deliberation. Let's play. We started with the poetic name, and then threw that right out the window. Went to Sky Axes, which is like... that is a brutal name. And then we went to the silly name, which is just its Raining Axes. Oh, I gotta move the chat over, now that we're in a game. Gotta move it to right above the lands. Good luck, thank you. I will do my best. No! Alright, I mean, that's still super keepable, though, right? We have a curve, Sailor into Axe into Warden. Like, we have a game plan. And then Sailor can hopefully draw us into white. Almost anything off the top is like a good draw for this hand. That's not true. White cards are not good draws. I'm gonna keep this. I don't know. Such a great deck, though. Excited to see it go. Yeah, I'm excited about this. Hey! Look at that. Never didn't have it. Apostle of Purifying Light. Cool. Protection from black can exile cards from graveyards. We do not have anything in our deck that matters for. And I'm not going to trade my Spectre Sailor for that, so I'm just going to hit him. Boom is correct. Picked up our planes. Scooch up a little bit so we can see the lands. There we go. Now the chat is good. Angelic Gift. Well then. That's gonna actually be able to block our stuff now. Wow. There's not really a reason to throw an axe on the Sailor, so Warden it is. You hope one of the opponents gets to see our multiple Eagles and Wardens. They might get pretty mad. That could be funny. I think we're still not wanting to trade with this Apostle with anything, so we just pass and draw a card. That's what I'm gonna do. Whoa! There we go. That's the no attacks button. Like, if Spectral Sailor just sits here for a while, then we can't lose, right? Like, if we just have the card advantage all game. So we don't really need to attack. And it's going to be hard, too, because we're in a Blue-White Flyers mirror. Ooh, Anvilrot Raptor. That might actually be worth just, like, playing and equipping. If I play Herald of the Sun, then we're playing that out before they've used any removal, so If they had a pacifism or something in their opener, Herald is kind of screwed. But if they have pacifism, we still get to use Herald's ability. So like Anvil Rot plus Marauder's Axe could start getting in there, or Herald of the Sun could start just throwing counters on everything. Anvil is a good draw. Do you think Anvil's the play then? I like playing Anvil Rot and equipping Axe. That's what I'm going to do. Anvil Rot plus Axe, because that'll draw out the removal if they have it. Because if they don't remove that, that can swing in just freely. That's really hard to... Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hello there. Well... It's a 5/5. That is a big uh-oh. Our only removal in our deck is going to destroy tapped creatures, and I don't foresee that thing attacking super soon. Do we just draw a card? Herald of the Sun doesn't make this board that much better. But Herald of the Sun does put the pressure on them, because then we get to throw a counter onto Raptor next turn. And then it's 5 power first strike, and then Cavalier can't beat that. Another Axe would have been beautiful. I don't know, this is another complex decision. Because like we could just draw a card here and not have to worry about Herald getting removed, or we could just play Herald. I'm just going to play Herald. It's probably going to be wrong, but we'll see how it goes. Because Herald makes sure we can make that Raptor big enough to deal with that next turn. I'm just going to take the 5. I can Aerial Assault that and gain 4 of that back. However, they have 7 mana up, so a counter is likely here if they have counter spells. I'm going to go for it. We don't have anything we can bait the counter spells with anyway. We have nothing but islands, so we can't even try to get them to counter something else right now. Wow! I'll take it. Didn't even want to scry and see if they could draw into anything. They were just done.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, thank you for the 25, Rivoke. Thank you very much. I have no idea what it said because I didn't fix the thing. I'm sorry about that. But thank you for the 25 bits, Rivoke. I don't know how to fix it. Let me see. If I go to alerts, go to properties on that, I can probably fix it. They had convolute, I bet. Oh my god. Wow, that would make so much sense. That would make so much sense with why they immediately conceded there. Because they sat for a second, then they were like, wow, F this. Yeah, dude, because, yeah, if they had convolute, we had exactly enough to pay. That could definitely explain it. But yeah, thank you very much for the 25 bits. I will try to try to fix that alert so we can actually see what on earth the bit message was. I think I gotta just open up my Streamlabs alerts and it'll tell me. It's a good thing that this game took so long to get into, so I have time to do this. This is a keep. Recent events. I don't know why that doesn't show up in the regular chat. Weird. That worked well. Thank you. Alright. Well, we read Rivoke's message. Thank you. It did work quite well. They weren't expecting me to be able to afford it, thought it was enough protection. I mean, yeah, when your opponent untaps with 7 lands out, and they just played a 6-mana card, I guess it's pretty expected they're going to play something big next turn. So I can anticipate later here. I like throwing the axe down so that the turn after I drop Cloud Concealer, even if I don't draw into any more pressure, I can at least just smack them for 4 in the air. And that also makes my turn 4 have a definite way to spend all of the mana, because I get to spend 2 to equip Axe and 2 to anticipate. Scorch Spitter. Opponent's going in hard. Warden of Evocyle's interesting. I kind of like just playing Warden now, because then if they don't kill Warden, I play Seer and equip Axe next turn. I'm going to do that. Warden also could potentially get them to not attack with Scorch Spitter if they don't have any pump spells in hand, whereas Cloudkin they would absolutely attack into a 2-1. There's no way I'm going to block the Scorch Spitter if they do attack, but maybe Warden will convince them not to. That could be nice. Unchained Berserker, 3-1 protection from white. So it does have protection from half my deck. See, there we go. Warden did its job. And draw into a Boreal Elemental. Just drop a 3-4 down. Then they have to have a pump for the Unchained Berserker, or that can't even get in there. I kind of like that. I'm actually going to play this Boreal Elemental and block and make them have it. Because even if they have the pump spell to kill our Elemental, we have more card draw in this hand. I think it's fine to get pump spelled here. Ooh, Frostlinks is bad, though. Frostlinks is not a great thing for us. So, I don't think it's Inspiring Captain. It's probably Cloudkin, maybe Anticipate, maybe Axe. Warden! Oh, my boy! We can make some cheap stuff. If I play this Warden and we just get Flame Sweep, that's going to feel really bad. I'm going to do it, though. The race is on. Empyrean Eagle is such a good draw now. Inspiring Captain is actually kind of gas here too, which we already have in hand. Because Inspiring Captain blocks Frostlinks or Spitter well. Reduced to ashes on the second Warden. Kind of sad. I kind of want to just trade with this Berserker. I am going to do that. Berserker's the only thing that I can't just stop dead in its tracks with Inspiring Captain. But that is if they don't have another removal for the Inspiring Captain. Cerulean Drake. Well, we're not playing red. If we were playing Boros, that would have been an issue. Winged Words. They are drawing cards, and they have a blocker for us now. And an Ember Cat. Wow, this 3/3 body Inspiring Captain is putting in its work. I like throwing the axe onto the Warden here. Because that ensures we get at least 3 damage through. If we just throw the axe on the Boreal, they obviously just block Boreal. Which is 1 less damage. And I'm pretty sure I'm moving this axe next turn to an Anvil Rot Raptor, because that's gas. No blocks. They might be trying to get lethal on me next turn, because they're going down to 2. That's really suspicious. I'm actually mildly concerned. Raptor Axe? That was the play. I put the axe onto a creature rather than onto a raptor. Onto our Warden. Goblin Smuggler. I mean, I think they just die. They still have 2 more cards. We'll have to see what happens. But I'm feeling good. What did they target? Frostlings? Can't be blocked, and now it's 4 unblockable damage. Yeah, we're actually just super fine. I'm gonna block like that. Alright, I think we win. I don't know what they could have for 1 mana here. Pretty sure nothing. Yeah, there we go. Good old Anvilrot Raptor with the first strike. Ahead of the charge there. That was the only one that actually damaged them that turn. Because they were at 2 life. That was adorable. Thank you, Anvilrot Raptor. Very nice little poke. Well, Marauder's Axe is working out. It was pretty nice there. I don't think it actually changed the outcome of either of these games that much. But it's been there, and it's been scary. Oh. This is where we separate the boys from the men. Are you gonna draw a land, or are you not? That is the question with this hand. If we draw land, we can cast all of this. And if we draw planes, we can cast all 5. I don't know. Opponent goes first, so we're drawing. We are on the draw. I'm gonna go for it. Doesn't feel good. That's a Marauder's Axe. Oh wow, Plains is so gassed now. Now we just got an Empyrean Eagle too. We got one last chance. One best last chance. Raise the alarm. Alright, we're getting poked. Come on. Bless RNG. Bless RNG. I accidentally bumped the mic, I apologize. That was probably pretty loud. Gauntlets of Light on a soldier. What? What is this? If I play the 2/2, I can block that 1/1. But they're white-green, so they probably have a bunch of pump spells. So would I rather just draw the card here? Try to get closer to a Plains. So we can Aerial Assault that dork. Play Warden. Because if they don't have a pump spell, they don't send that 1/1 in. And if I draw a land, I get to play double Cloudkin next turn. I don't know if that's right. Yeah, we're not blocking. That's very likely a pump spell. Nothing. And we drew Aerial Assault. Anvilrot Raper... God damn it. Anvilrot Raptor is a pretty good blocker against the 1/1. I think I just need to draw cards, though. I need to get to my lands as fast as possible, so I need to get through these cards that aren't lands. Even if it's not a land on top, I think Cloudkin's still the right play because it gets us closer to the land. No! Get main deck plummeted. Oof. Oh my god. Inspired Charge incoming. We got the Plains. but our boy is dead. Look how they massacred my boy. I'm so terrified right now. Oh, good lord. That's pretty bad. I'm gonna go to half my life. I'm at 6. I'm straight up at 6. What do you have for 1 green mana? You have Might of the Masses? Oh, we're dead. Oh my god, we're dead. We couldn't play Eagle Cloudkin that turn. Because we had... Our Warden was dead. So if we went for Eagle, then we wouldn't have been able to cast the Cloud... Ooh, sorry. We drew the planes off of the Cloudkin, actually. So we could only Cloudkin at first, and then by the time Cloudkin hit... Eagle was too much mana. Yeah, we're getting tokened to death. I don't think there's a way we can possibly survive this turn. I can kill the 3/3 and take 6, or I can play a chump blocker and take 6. Lagging a couple seconds when I sent that. Yeah, my bad. I think Twitch has in general less delay. Well, maybe it'll give us a life for no reason. Maybe it'll glitch. It didn't glitch. It didn't glitch. We're dead. That was brutal. Just got raised on. Definitely got punished for not hitting all our land drops. I think if we had hit every possible land drop there, we'd have a fighting chance. But that was going to be a hard one either way. That was a pretty impressive curve. Pretty impressive deck from our opponent. Oh geez, we're playing against a diamond. Y'all ready for the next loss? How does this happen? Not again. I have equal numbers of islands and plains. And I'm gonna die. This is exactly like last game. If I draw an island, this hand is the most beautiful thing in the world. Oh no, man. Well, that feels awful. God, yeah, this hand doesn't even... This hand needs an island, like, just as much as the last one. Alright. Cool. Actually not very cool. But, hey, we've got an Empyrean Eagle and a Cloudkin Seer. I mean, that's about as gas as we could have hoped for a 5-card hand. It's just the mana to know we can cast these two and have these two. Anticipate is a good draw. I'm going to play Empyrean Eagle first, because, again, if they don't have a pump spell, we get to just not take damage this turn. Opponent is at diamond, so they could just be a really good bluffer. But I don't think it's worth the risk of them having Moment of Heroism to give +2/+2 and lifelink. They can have 2 free damage if they made a good attack. Like that. Boreal Elemental is a good draw. I'll take that. I'm gonna try to race this. Because I don't want to block that thing, like, ever right now. So I think we're just going to just crack back. Every chance we get. Oh. Sort of forgot that card existed, even though I have a bunch in my deck. That feels bad. Maybe that would have been worth not attacking then. Wow, Empyrean Eagle. Let's go. That's pretty fantastic. This is just an incredible draw right after your Empyrean Eagle gets killed. What's better than Empyrean Eagle? 2 Empyrean Eagles. No! No! Oh. We're getting Divine Justice. We're getting Divine Justice right now. Everyone wanted me, well, multiple people wanted me to play Gauntlets of Light. And this may be my second game I lose to Gauntlets of Light. That would be hilarious. We're actually still just very much winning this race, especially if I play Dawning Angel now and then Eagle next turn to buff all our stuff. Yeah, y'all told me Gauntlets for easy wins. Yeah, we're definitely still racing. Dawning Angel is really good at racing, just from that 4 gain. That 4 life was so good. It's fine, you'll draw an Assault. That would be fantastic. Oops, sorry opponent. I'm reading my chat. Alright. They have 3 mana. They're stuck on mana. That could be bad for them. They could have a Convolute, but they're not going to Convolute and Anticipate, so we're just playing Empyrean Eagle. If they have Convolute, they got it. Nope. Alright. I think we got this. Yeah, definitely looking good off the mull to 5. I'm very glad I mulliganed to 5 as well. This turned out much better than either of the other hands probably would have. Oh yeah, they can untap it. Oh, I forget that card has abilities. That's okay, I'll hit him for 8. I probably would have attacked anyway. That was dumb. Yeah, we can't... Actually, our only removal in our entire deck can't even kill that if they have 3 mana up. Because it has a second ability. But this makes them dead if they don't have another blocker, so I still like that attack. Because they like if they don't play another blocker, they take 6. And that is not another blocker, so he might be there. Warden, Winged Words. I want all of that? Can I put all in my hand? Well, we're likely just killing them this turn, so... I think we play the card that can damage them for sure. Maybe Words was better. This might be the moment of heroism that they could have had on that one attack to gain them life, to try to get back in here. What, they get to kill that and gain 6 and take 6, and then they're still at 4, which puts them right back into the position where if they don't get another blocker, they die still. Because they take 5 here. Oh, I should have taken the Winged Words. I was overconfident that I could push in that final bit of damage with the Warden. If they didn't have Pump Spell followed by removal, then I could have pushed in that damage, but alas, it is not the case. I don't want to kill that. Well, it has turned into a top deck war, which is pretty bad for me, because they have a lot of cards in hand since they've been mana screwed a bit. I guess if we took Winged Words, then we'd have the exact same hand that we currently have without a Warden on the board at this point. So we'd be in a shit spot either way, but Winged Words, we'd be closer to whatever's up next here. Whatever is up next. So it could have sped us up. So if we draw something that could win, if we had played it earlier, then yeah, Winged Words was absolutely the play. Just take 6. We have terrible blocks here. Aerial Assault is a sorcery, so I couldn't have done that. Wow. It's looking like we were probably dead either way. Yeah, if Aerial Assault were instant, that would be so nice, because then I could kill Metropolis Sprite here, but I can't. If I target it with one of them, they untap it. I can't respond, because it's a sorcery. So I can't actually kill the Sprite. But yeah, I couldn't kill my own creature to stop them from getting lifelink either, since that would be during my combat step, and you can't cast sorceries outside of your main phases. I mean, it's not quite GG because Aerial Assault gains life, and I still have blockers. So maybe I can draw something insane. It is looking like it, though. It is looking like we're out of it. Oh, wow. It just keeps getting worse. Just keeps getting worse. They don't have the mana to untap that thing now. But that's because the only way I survive is by blocking both of those 2/2s. So it doesn't matter. That's why he attacked to where he can't untap. Like, so I can Aerial Assault that during my turn, but that's if I sacrifice all of my creatures to survive this attack. Feels pretty bad. I think that's just still the play. And then he just has a 3/3. He's got 3 cards in hand. We're outie. We play Warden first so we can gain life. Go up to 3 life. Didn't realize it's not an instant. Yeah, it'd be pretty good if it was an instant. Unfortunately, it is not. Alright, here comes our Lava Axe. Our Lava Axe in white. Let's go. Alright, we don't have a single draw that survives this turn. Nothing in our deck survives this turn. Well, big oof. Big oof. That was a tough one. I think you guys were right. I think we should have Winged Words. So, I should definitely keep that in the back of my head in the future as just a strategy type of thing. We should have taken the card draw in case it went to a longer game rather than trying to force it into a quick game. However, at the same time, while I should definitely take that knowledge and learn from it, I also am allowed to not feel super bad because of the way our draws lined up. Even if we had done the draw too, we would not have won. Well, game got so close though. Game got so close off of that multi-5. So I'm proud of that one. We did a lot of work for the multi-5. Or from the multi-5, I should say. Yeah. And thank you everybody who's here and chatting and talking through all of their plays and their thoughts. I definitely enjoy it. It's helping me learn and try to be a better player. So I definitely appreciate all the thoughts. Winged Words was definitely the pick there. Alright. Well, we've got 2 losses, so we have to win every game from now on. So let's do our best. No, deck, stop! Can we stop with the one-color hands? Oh, and it just feels so bad after last game where I was like, 3 planes, 3 islands. Woo! Those are your hands. Make sure to mulligan twice. This hand I can play cards. So this is not as bad as my draws last game, but it's not good. We don't really need to get Sailor out until we can start drawing cards off him, so I'm still going to play Weaponsmith first here. I can play Warden and an Axe this turn, or I can play 2 Axes and a Spectral Sailor. I kind of like this just for the memes. This is really dumb. Look at our Weaponsmith. He's forging us so many axes. That's nice. He's a good dude. This dude is very good at his job. Goblin Smuggler. If they attack, I'm going to Aerial Assault that thing immediately. Before they get anything to give unblockable. Nice. So I guess we're not playing a Warden this turn. Or are we? Oh, what am I talking about? I don't have white mana. I don't even have to think about that. Yeah, I guess we're playing a Warden. Let's race. Let's race. If they attack with Smuggler, do you think we block? I think the trade's actually okay. Yeah, they don't have a pump spell backup. But they just played Smuggler into Steadfast Sentry, so maybe they just don't have anything really to smuggle coming up anyway. I'm actually just going to no blocks here. I don't know, I have no idea what's right. That paid off hardcore because we drew our land for Aerial Assault. We're not going to play Cloudkins here this turn then. We're just getting in there. Whee! They're down to 11. Renowned Weaponsmith is putting in so much work. Do you have Angels and Demons in there? Okay, they don't. So Kali is a 3/3 Flying Vigilance, so thank you, Marauder's Axes. Probably don't actually attack with Spectral Sailor now. Oh wow, Herald of the Sun. Now what? Dawning Angel? Now I don't want to lose Warden either. Okay, if my opponent just scoops, I don't even have to think. I think I was probably just not going to attack there, but I don't know if that's correct. Cool. Well, 3 wins and 2 losses. Things are going pretty swimmingly now. Hand worked out a lot better than our last hand. Actually, that's not entirely true. Our last hand worked out pretty well, but we just got outplayed. That is a hand with all of our colors and a curve. Definite sneap. Snap keep. Prismite. Alright. Daybreak Chaplain is fantastic against 2/1s. Yeah, that last game was super cool. With all of the axes with our Weaponsmith. That was fun. Our Weaponsmith did a lot of axe forging. Winged Words? That's pretty great. Is that actually better than just running out Frostlinks? I like making dudes. I like making dudes. I'm gonna make a dude. Save links. Just started the video from the beginning. Super behind, but draft seems going good. Well, thank you, Slim Jesus. The draft itself went pretty well. Save the frost links. I guess that would be the argument, is we can save the links. Probably should have saved the links. Because, yeah, we're against green-red. On turn 4, they're probably playing something that can just block that, and then it doesn't matter that I put it out on the field. Well, this is kind of weird with the way YouTube works, where those are going to pop up and they're going to see what you're chatting right now, even though he's way behind. So he's kind of getting spoilers. That's kind of weird. YouTube, you're weird. We can just winged words later. Let's just make more flying stuff to hit him. Because next turn I'm definitely Boreal Elementaling, no matter what I draw off of winged words. Would have took gauntlets with the Yoke Toxin back too. All y'all in your goddamn gauntlets of light. Holy crap. Everybody. Spoilers, he doesn't go mono ox. He's gonna be so disappointed when we have the deck with 4 oxes and a gauntlets of light and we don't do it. Fuck this card. Whoa, that was language. I'm sorry. Sorry. I gotta... Oh no, that was a terrible auto-tapper. I wanted to play Winged Words and Warden of Evos in the same turn, and the auto-tapper screwed me over. It really got me. So, if any of you are on YouTube, if you go to my Twitch channel, it'll tell you that there's adult content, and I'll say bad words. I kind of forgot I'm simul-streaming. And on YouTube, I try my very best to avoid saying any bad words. So, my bad, if any of you are used to me not saying stuff like that. My B. But it is how I feel. Flame Sweep is just insane. I think I just play that. Arena, you've done it again. Yeah. Flame Sweep, I don't know, cards like Flame Sweep are definitely some of those cards that are just even more brutal on Arena, where you have best of 1 drafts. Whereas in a regular best 2 out of 3 draft, like, you can actually play around it in the next games, but it's just a card, it's impossible to play around it in game 1, and if you only have game 1, Flame Sweep is just going to ruin your life. So we can Eagle and Winged Words here, that seems fantastic. Pack Mastiff is about to just eat our soul with that Goblin Smuggler, though. Nice draw and plays. Do I save the Boreal Elemental to block Thicket Crasher here? Because we're getting pretty low life, and they can confirm to do 4 damage with Pack Mastiff. If they play another land, they get to do 5. Guaranteed to me. And Boreal Elementals are best blocker for Thicket Crasher. But if I race here, I do 7 damage to them this turn, which means that I'm lethal against them next turn. I kind of think we just go for it. Because if I attack all out here, I've got a lethal attack next turn. I'm at 12 life. I can chump block 2 of the damage with Moorland Inquisitor and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If they spend all their mana to pump Mastiff. If they have something that gives like +1, +1 double strike, we're just screwed. I'm terrified. I'm just gonna go for it. They have to kill us this turn or kill our Empyrean Eagle. Which they've got a lot of red mana. They could very well have a Chandra's Outrage. Chandra's Outrage, reduced to ashes, anything like that could be really bad for us. Rabid Bite works as well. I'm scarified, but I'm trying my best. And I think the best thing is to just slap them. Slap them through the fear. They're thinking a lot. So if they have a way to get lethal here, it's the kind of lethal that they have to think about and try to find it. So they don't have an obvious way to kill us on the spot. Or an obvious way to save themselves. With Axe, we've got 2 different ways to deal 7. That's true. Even if they kill Empyrean Eagle, we deal 7. Which is really nice. I think we block like that. And then we just die if they have Growth Spiral and Double Strike. That'd be +4/+4 Double Strike. That'd be 8 power of Double Strike. That'd be 16. We would die even if we blocked Thicket Crasher if they have that, so I think we just block there. I don't know. I don't know about it. Down to 8. Did we do it? There's the Reduce to Ashes, but they didn't know about the Marauder's Axe. Marauder's Axe backup, thank you. You saved us so much. If they have Shock, though... I'm going to put it on Boreal Elemental in case they have Shock. To shock our Warden. Alright, they don't have Shock. Ooh. Block with Eagle. You're a little bit behind. And it worked out pretty well that we didn't block with Eagle, so that was good. Oh my god. That was scary. Yeah. They could have had some stuff to get us. So yeah, because if we blocked with Eagle, they could reduce the other thing, and then we could only crack them for 5. Exacties. Yeah, Marauder's Axe is doing its work. The triple Axe deck is working out. We could have been quadruple Yoke Docks. Could have had double Gauntlets of Light, apparently. We missed a Gauntlets of Light in the second pack. What on earth is this? Why does this keep happening? We have Anticipate. So with Anticipate and our opponent going first, the only way that we don't get to play cards is if we don't draw land in the first 1, 2, because we're going to draw 1 when we play our first land, 1 when we play our second land, 3, 4, 5, because we're looking at 3 more cards with Anticipate. Yeah, we have to get really unlucky here to not at least hit another island to play Cloudkin and Frostlinks. And there we go. Plains. Empyrean Eagle as well? I think we actually just Weaponsmith now then? Just put something down? I was actually thinking about putting him back and just saving up Anticipate here, because... maybe we just want to set up draws, I don't know. Hey, I'm glad I played him. Now I get to play an Axe. That just worked out pretty well. I think we drop down Eagle first. Eagle first seems like usually the best flyer, because it makes your other flyers harder to kill. Like if they play a Heart Piercer Bow or something, they can't kill a 1 toughness flyer. I don't know. Maybe we don't Eagle first, because then if they have Chandra's Outrage or something, they might play it. Nah, they're not going to play... They might play Plummet on a Cloudkin Seer, but... not like a Chandra's Outrage or anything. Centaur Courser. Alright. Not really worried about that damage right now, so I'll play the flyer. And we'll just race that thing for now. Rabbit bite. Get out of here. Sad day. Rest in peace, Empyrean Eagle number 1. So we can Boreal, or we can Frostlynx and Anvil Rot Raptor, thanks to our Weaponsmith. Still don't think we're Frostlynxing yet, so I think we just Boreal. Still. It does feel super bad if they have a Heart Piercer bow and they throw it on the Courser, though. Ping off our axed up Cloudkin. Yeah, you can pump spell my face. If you want to pump spell. Lavakin Brawler. That I might tap down. Wow, Aerial Assault is pretty gas. Tap down Lavakin, save Assault. Save Assault to use on the Lavakin, and just like chump block Courser with a Frostlynx. Because Frostlynx is never going to attack anyway, I think is the play. And cast an Anticipate, or do we just cast Anvil Rot? 4, 5, 6, 7. That makes it 9 power. Alright, they're just going to scoop. I like it when my opponents scoop when they know they have nothing, because it causes me a lot less brain stress. We made it to 5 wins. That's 650 gems and a pack. We're going to have a lot of gems ready for Eldraine when Eldraine officially launches. But I will have basically infinite gems for it tomorrow, thanks to Wizards of the Coast. And their glorious VIP-sponsored account things. However, even though I'm going to have like 2,500 gems, that's enough for like 1 sealed, unfortunately. It is enough for probably 2 traditional drafts, unless I go really poorly. I'm so excited for Eldraine. The mechanics seem very, very fun. Well, that game went pretty well. I'm going to go grab some more water. Please cancel. Oh my god. Rest in peace. I'll grab some water after this game if I win. And if I lose, then we lost anyway, so there's no other games. You always want to keep a lot of water beside you when you are talking to yourself a lot for hours on end. That is my recommendation to streamers. Always have water, and lots of it. I always run out really quickly and then always forget to ever get more, so I need to go get a refill. Because my throat is starting to get a little bit mad. Opponent mulligans to 6. We get to play a turn 2 Winged Words. That seems kind of gas. I kind of like that more than Marauder's Axe, because we're not going to have the time to equip a Marauder's Axe for a while, because I have a good turn 3 and turn 4 and turn 5 play. So I'm just never spending the 2 to equip that. At least not soon. Wow, look at this curve. That's pretty beautiful. Opponent has a Season of Growth. Hey, there we go, there's an island. We actually don't need double blue in this deck, but it's still nice to not be super plains heavy. Thicket Crasher. We're just going to race that thing in the air. They have 3 cards in hand, but they're playing a Season of Growth and just scryed something to the top, which makes it really likely that they have a pump spell for when we block with Inspiring Captain. But they have 5 mana up, so they'll probably get a creature that's just big enough to block Inspiring Captain anyway. And if they don't use the pump spell now, they could just use it later. That makes me think maybe it's right to just send a captain in. Oh, this is a bunch of nonsense regardless. I'm going to send it in. Oh my god, they didn't have it! Scryed to the top and still didn't have that pump spell. Alright, Wolf Rider Saddle it is. Have to make them have it, right? That is what I chose. It worked out, for sure. Well, they didn't have it last turn, so... now it's an even riskier block, though. Because Boreal Elemental is a card we actually really want to stay on this field. They didn't even attack! They're not even going to bluff it. Because they know that we know they didn't have it last turn. This curve is phenomenal. It's kind of ridiculous. Alright, I don't know how they survive. But we'll see if they do. Nope. That was ridiculous. That game right there... that's the kind of game that you think of when you look at this deck list. Because this deck list is pretty ridiculous. Not a lot of the games have gone as swimmingly as that, but that's what it looks like at first glance. Alright, I'm going to go grab some more water and take a little restroom break. I'm going to make sure I am all good in the hood in terms of my body, because my throat is dying. And then I will be back for the intense finale, where no matter what, win or lose, it's the final game. So, I'll see you in a second. Alright, I am back. I have relieved myself. I have water at the ready. I chugged a little bit of water and got myself a glass. Let's finish this bad boy off, and hopefully end it off with a 7-2 victory. Get that 7-win run for maximum rewards. Oh, the suspense. It's always crazy when, like, the wait is super long for the most important game. Oh my god, come on. Just wait till we're waiting for 2 minutes for this game. What is going on? Everybody just stopped. Everybody's going to sleep so they're ready for Eldraine tomorrow. Alright, here we go. What? Oh, that's weird. We're getting paired against a bronze for our final game? That just feels very unbalanced pairing-wise. I think we have to keep this. If we draw any land, we get to start drawing cards off of Spectral, and we can cast Raptor. And we have Cloud Concealer to help us draw another card. We are on the play, though. But we've got 2 plays we can do no matter what. If we hit the 4th, hopefully they don't use Gauntlets. Oh my god, we literally only lost to the Gauntlets of Light decks. That's so true. Hopefully they don't... It really is Divine Justice. Hopefully they don't use Gauntlets. That is all we're hoping for. Green-white Gauntlets of Light. Gonna come get us. Again. Ooh, hey look, and now we have a turn 2 play. I mean, we still definitely need a land, but Weaponsmith also makes sure that we can cast Anvil Rot Raptor. So now we can cast everything except Dawning Angel, so we're just... This is gas. And there's the plains. We can pretty much do everything now. Cloud Concealer is still better than Anvil Rot, because First Strike doesn't matter against red-green with no flyers. Which is probably what we're playing against. So we'll just draw the card and get an extra point of damage with the Weaponsmith. Alright, we're against red, blue, and green, which means they're probably elementals. I think the only way we really lose is if we get, like, flame sweeped. Or if they have some very impressive bombs coming up here. Because otherwise, they're at 13 with a decent chunk of damage in the air. That's 5 in the air coming at them.
I'm Chandra. Nice to meet you.
That's a relatively impressive bomb. But we do get to kill it immediately, so basically it's just 1 removal spell. Which is not the worst in the world. Attack her with the flyers, send a message. Just in case you flash in a 0 mana creature on the ground, she's still dead. There is her Ember Cat. Hard cover. Well, this doesn't feel fair at all. Now I feel mildly bad, because it does just feel like I'm playing against a bronze when I'm at Platinum. Because there's a hard cover coming out. Which most people would say is not super great. Yet the opponent who dropped the Knight of Gales, that was a scary game, yeah. I'd rather draw a card? Nah. Play the Warden. If they have Flame Sweep, let them Flame Sweep us. But I am going to keep Warden. Vorse Claw. Alright, that's it. That was an anticlimactic finale. I want to be totally honest. But I can't control that. If our opponent just doesn't have an answer to flyers, they just don't have an answer to flyers. That's how blue-white flyers works. That's how it gets a lot of its wins. Well, that was fabulous. Yeah, GG, all caps. Thank you, G-Run. That was a fantastic way to end off the ranked drafts, of course, at 2020. The 7-2 run. And 7-2 runs are kind of the perfect runs.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Thank you for the bits. Let me check the thingy-bob. Thank you for the 15 bits. 7 wins, have some bits. Thank you, Ryvoke. But yeah, 7-2 runs are like the most entertaining runs because there's that suspense and that fighting for it. 7-0 is like technically, yeah, those are the best because you just get them all through and it's easy. But 7-2 are the best runs for videos/streams. So, fantastic way to end the ranked drafts, of course, at 2020 for the time being. See what we get in these packs here. Ogre Siegebreaker style, I think I already have that. Come on, Mythics. Hey, it's the Loxodon Life Chanter that we passed up for an Empyrean Eagle. So we got it for collection purposes anyway. That's kind of poetic. Loop it all back to the very beginning, pick one, pack one Life Chanter. Here he is back again at the very end. What do we got here? Uncommon wildcard is good. And Marauding Raptor, which will sadly be almost completely useless after Ixalan rotates. But hey, it's a card. It's not just 20 gems, it's a card I didn't have. Well, I think unfortunately that is going to end the stream for me for today. There are no special fun formats on right now. I'm not a huge fan of just standard, even if it is standard without the old cards. So I'm not really going to play any of that here. But great way to end the stream, and I will absolutely be back tomorrow for a long time. I believe the streaming event, I forgot the times. It starts at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'll be here then, and I'll be streaming as long as possible. As long as works well. Last time I streamed for 6 hours, so we're gonna go for at least that long of a stream tomorrow. And it'll be all Throne of Eldraine in the streaming event, because Wizards did hit me up with that sponsored VIP account thing that they're giving out to a lot of streamers to have a bunch of people playing the event at once to show it off right before it comes out. So very excited about that. We'll be playing a whole bunch of Throne of Eldraine Sealed tomorrow. And traditional draft they will also have on there, but that's for a limited time. But I will be drafting throughout the entire time that the draft is available. And any other time I'll be playing some Sealed, probably not a lot of Constructed. I'm not a huge Constructed guy. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll be back again tomorrow, most of the middle of the day type stuff, and into the evening a little bit, with a lot of Throne of Eldraine. So, yeah, that was fantastic. Great way to end it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.